Hi everybody, it's Mental Conditioning Monday time again. We're in the second week of December, 2 more weeks to go before Christmas, and hopefully everybody's coming along pretty good, with their Christmas gifts and Christmas items as we're getting real close to that time. So I'm excited about it. As you can see, I love this time of year. So very special time of giving and a time of also receiving and a time of, just overall family, which is important to me. So I do enjoy this time and I'm excited about it. So hopefully everybody, as I said, is getting along well and coming along well with their Christmas gifts and just hopefully making some plans to enjoy some time with the family and kind of replenish and get ready for the new year. So with that, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going and actually try to pick up some momentum and pick up a little bit more speed as we look forward to a powerful, 2018. As I'm really excited about, the prospects of what I see. This is always great because I start writing down, the goals that I have, and I'm hoping everybody out there is starting to do the same things. And as you start to look at it and get excited about it, 2018 is coming. Or technically, all it is really just a number that's changing, but I use it as, my gauge to start off something fresh and new. So if you do that, this is the time to get excited, and then as we talked about in the past, also the time to start that preparation so we can be on point as we get started into the new year, and of course, I guess, enjoy this holiday season. So we're going to go right into the message for today, which is kind of keeps in that theme once again of ending off the year and starting a new year and starting off new goals. And the topic today is going to be resisting the resistance. Resisting the resistance. So as I start to formulate my list of what I'm looking to do in the new year, as I start to put that together, that kind of keeps popping into my head, and there's so much thinking at this time of the year, and so much goes into those thoughts, and that keeps popping into my head. I keep hearing that as a gauge for myself. Resisting the resistance. Because as we start to formulate these things for ourselves, we have to understand that we're challenging ourselves. It's a challenge to go into the new year. And what we're doing is going against that resistance. It's kind of like when you go into the physical gym, you start lifting weights. In order to build muscle, what happens? We lift weights. And what really technically are weights? They're resistance. If you're using those machines, you're pulling down those machines or you're lifting weights up, that's causing you resistance. But you have to resist that resistance. Resist that resistance to be able to lift those weights. And that builds the muscles. That builds your muscles, your stomach muscles. As you're doing maybe your sit-ups, you're resisting, the gravitational pull as you're pulling up. But we're building the muscle and we're getting stronger. Our mental goals are the same thing, but it is the same challenge that come towards us, and we have to take that challenge very, very seriously. The identification of those challenges we have to take very, very seriously, because it's a natural resistance to who we are when we're trying to get better. It's a natural resistance to what we represent normally, how we normally react to situations. We have to go against the grain and go against the resistance of that. So as we start to formulate those things, keep that at the forefront of your mind, that I'm going against, the grain. I'm resisting the resistance. That's so powerful. That's really, really a powerful thing right there, to know that I'm resisting the resistance. For example, and you may set a goal for yourself and say, I want to be a little bit more of a kinder person. Maybe not to everybody, but maybe you have a certain relationship that you feel like, I need to show a little bit more patience with that particular relationship. Something that's been tumultuous to you throughout the year or previous years, that you say, this year I want to get better in that relationship. But you normally know that when certain things happen, I may fly off the handle immediately. I don't react the way that I want to react. So now you have to resist the resistance, and you have to resist that normal reaction that normally when this person or certain situations come to this particular person, when they start talking to me, my initial reaction is to just clap back at them real quick. So you have to resist that now, and you have to resist the resistance. So that's a tough thing to do because you're programmed. Maybe you may have ill feelings towards this particular person or this particular group of people that you normally deal with, and your natural reaction is to immediately, snap back in a way that is not really conducive to me moving forward in this particular situation, in this particular relationship that I've been having trouble with. But I know that in order for me to get better, I've got to mend the fences to this particular situation. I got to mend the fences to this particular relationship. So now I definitely have to go against the grain and resist the resistance. You understand? So that's one of the things that I think is super powerful. I can give you my personal example. One of my goals going into 2018 for me is networking. I want to get better in terms of my networking. I've done a lot of work and a lot of homework. As I'm always down here in the mental gym writing, mental conditioning, life GPS. The book is out and pre-order right now. That we're taking, the orders on the book, and all that information is there. But now it's the next level for me, which is probably the most uncomfortable level. I'm fairly comfortable writing things, coming down here and writing these things out, and I'm becoming more comfortable of doing my mental conditioning messages, on my Facebook handles and things of that nature. But now I got to really step up the challenge now and really try to get into the mode of networking. And that's going to be a challenge for me because by nature, I'm really much a very reserved person and try to stay to myself. So now I got to resist that. I have to resist that. I have to resist that resistance to go out there and network. That's a resistance that I have. So I got to resist that. I got to resist that resistance. I have to now, take my messages and be able to, network out there and be able to go in front of people and talk about it just like that. If something comes up, somebody invites me to go there, I have to be able to go there and do that. I was speaking a couple of weeks ago actually it was a networking event with Family and Community Media, which is an organization that I've been, doing some work with. And I was speaking there, and I made a promise to everybody that was in the room that day. And I said, networking is something that is going to be my word for 2018. And I put myself in the forefront to let everybody know that that's my challenge. That's me resisting my resistance. So what I promised to them was that I'm going to, when I do my mental conditioning Monday messages, I'm going to make sure to copy them into them. Copy that on the Family Community Media page. Some of the other groups that I'm associated with, Men's Leadership Society, going on those pages and putting my messages on there. But that's a part of networking that hold me back. So I have to resist that resistance to not network. So that's something that's powerful for me. Some of us in our lives, we have stagnation. We talked a couple months ago about stagnation and what happens to us when we get stagnant in our lives. Now we want to go forward. The resistance there is that comfortability. Why do I not do my networking? Comfortability. I'm comfortable down here in my gym, and when I have to go out of my gym and give the message, I love my message and I love the movement of mental conditioning, but it takes me out of my comfort zone now that I have to go out there and do it. But that's resisting the resistance, and when we want to get better, that's a big part of it. That's a big part of getting better. So that's stagnation. We get sometimes in our marriages. There's a certain amount of stagnation that we have. So we have to resist that now and do the extras. To do the extra things that, we're comfortable just coming home and staying to that routine. Let's go upstairs and get, some dinner and just staying into that routine. You come home, just let the kids go do their homework. But we have to resist that resistance of just staying comfortable with that. You know what? Kids, finish your homework real quick. We're going to play some board games. Or we're going to go downstairs and I'll play, on the PlayStation or whatever the kids like to do. I'm going to go outside and toss that football around with you. Or for those of you who have, your daughters, we're going to have a tea party today. Resist the resistance to just come home and be stagnant. Or whatever it is that you feel like you're being stagnated with in your life. Resist that resistance. Resist that resistance to just stay comfortable and push it just a little bit further, just to get better. So that's very, very, very important. I want everybody to keep that in mind as we're writing down. This is my book that I write down. It's going to be on here 2018 for my goals and my notes for 2018. As you start to fill out your books, for the year and your goals in there, put that at the top of the page. Put that at the top of your page as you start to set it off. Resist the resistance. So as you write down all of those different goals on the page, that's something that you can keep constantly reminding yourself of. Resist the resistance, because everything that you write on there is something that you're going to resist. So you have to resist that resistance. So I want everybody to do that. Try to do that exercise. As we write down those things that we want to accomplish during the year, write down first, resist the resistance. And I promise you, as you keep looking at that, it's going to drive you even harder towards those goals and towards that what? The big picture. That's where it relates to the mental conditioning movement when we're talking about the big picture, identifying that big picture. That gives you the ability to resist the resistance because you want to keep that big picture and that goal in mind. So I'm excited, so very excited about the new year. And so excited about getting in there and trying to reach some of those goals. I share with you guys today one of my personal goals and a big thing for me going into the new year is networking. So if you guys see me out there, get on me. I didn't see you, networking, or if you see me sitting in the corner somewhere, make me get up and make me come to the forefront and do a little bit of speaking. Don't let me get away with just sitting in the corner, which I will do if you let me. So please, get on me, and if I hear anybody else's goals for the new year, I'm going to get on you so you can resist the resistance. So share it with everybody so we can challenge each other. We can, as I said, the mental conditioning movement is ours. And so let's push each other and push forward together. So thank you, everybody, for listening today. And, get out there and do your shopping if you didn't finish. So resist the resistance on that one too, and get that shopping done. So everybody have a great week, and I'll see you guys on Mental Conditioning Monday next week. Have a great week, everybody. Stay strong and stay in the mental conditioning gym. I'll see you guys later.